Hello and welcome back to everybody on Wrestling and another edition of AEW Collision Out of 10. And yeah, we've got a stacked show this week with many big matches such as FTR taking on Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli and Orange Cassidy taking on Kyle O'Reilly. But we did start off with that aforementioned FTR versus BCC clash, and Harwood started things off with Wheeler on the ropes, by Yuta off the initial exchange. So he tagged out to Harwood. Yuta tagged out so the Swiss Superman could have a turn. Any time you put these teams in the ring, you're likely going to get a fun match, and yeah, this was the case here. They took their time working up to the big stuff, so there's some slow exchanges and taunting early on. Few matches are perfect, but you can count on a number of mistakes and awkward moments on one hand. All four of these men are talented performers who have worked together before, so it seems seamlessly easy. Both teams made a good use of double team maneuvers, but surprisingly it felt like BCC was a bit more creative in its offense than FTR. But yeah, I thought it was still one of the best matches you'll see all week. It had a 20-minute time limit, and it ran out as Castagnoli and Wheeler had the rings of Saturn, making it the draw. The fans drawed. They asked for 5 more minutes, yeah, they said no. BCC and FTR took out Brandon Cutler on behalf of the much to the delight of the crowd. So yeah, I thought it was a fun match. Obviously leaves room for another match, which I think is what we all want to see. So yeah, I thought this worked really nicely. Great start to the show, 7 out of 10. We then got Robin Renegade taking on Chris Statlander, and Statlander was accompanied to the ring to take on Robin of the Renegade Spin. Since Robin didn't get a TV entrance, it was clear how this would end. After dominating Renegade for about a minute, Stat got the win with a pile driver. Typical squash match. Everyone gets the beginning of a new push. So yeah, it wasn't even that exciting, and just kind of felt there after a banger of an opener. 5 out of 10. The Natural and Johnny TV were then in singles action this week, but when Johnny and Tyra were involved, if you get one, you get both. This was a complete mismatch in any way. Both of these men can be called veterans, but Rose already knew a wrestler before Johnny knew what parkour was, so he had a big edge and experience. However, Johnny had almost every physical advantage, so it felt like an even match-up, pitting different styles against each other. Johnny and Tyra were more concerned kissing each other than keeping an eye on the action in the ring. This match had some fun individual moments, but it never really kind of felt like they got out of second gear. After Valkyrie was ejected from ringside for getting too involved, Rose was able to get the win. I think, yeah, kind of a predictable finish, not too groundbreaking, typical kind of heel be face stuff. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Tony Nese and Ariya Daivari were then in action against two local talents, and you can guess what happened. Usual. Before the women's champion took on Lady Frost in a non-title match, and it kind of once again felt a bit predictable. Frost is a phenomenal talent, capable of some incredible feats of agility, but AEW has never booked her to win a match. Mariah May and Luther were ringside to cheer on the champ. Frost did a good job combating most of the Storm's offense and mind games. They kept a steady pace throughout the match and made good use of the time they had. It's just a shame that a big chunk of it took place during picture-in-picture. Storm got the win with a Storm 0, and I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah, very box standard stuff. Before Progress Wrestling's Mayfair's made his AEW debut this week against Daniel Garcia. He didn't get a televised entrance, but McGuinness put him over on commentary. It was a squash match with a Red Cross to get the win. So yeah, once again gets 5 out of 10. I think, yeah, it kind of had the potential to be a bit more than it was, but a solid win for Garcia, and at the end of the day, that was the only point of the segment, really. It was then time for Kyle O'Reilly against Orange Cassidy. This week's main event saw both men involved in storylines with stables in different ways, so it was an unpredictable outcome. This were given a long time to work with 20 minutes left when it all began, so they were able to pack a lot of in. KR used his BJJ and wrestling skills, while Cassidy uses an unorthodox style to throw him off his game as much as possible. The Undisputed Kingdom showed up, and Roderick Strong whispered something at O'Reilly. From that point, KR focused Cassidy's leg. AC was able to pull the victory, but it felt like a hard-fought victory. Giving O'Reilly a thumbs up after the match, show some respect before Trent Bresser and Carl Fletcher attacked him. KR run back to the ring, help out Cassidy, but was quickly taken down. It ended up being Willow who made the save at the end. So yeah, kind of a classic match, and I think the storyline continuing after that makes sense as well, with Peretta part of the Don Callis family. So yeah, I thought this was good stuff. 7 out of 10. And overall Collision this week, that's a 6 out of 10 for me. I thought, yeah, it was a pretty solid episode of Collision, I have to say. Lots going on, and I think on the whole it's mostly a solid match. Mostly solid match across the board. I really enjoyed the first match and the last match. I think, yeah, intriguing storylines building towards Forbidden Door. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.